In the heart of Denver, the crisp autumn air carries the innocent laughter of children playing in Franklin Park. The sun casts a warm glow over the vibrant foliage, and the scene is one of pure, unadulterated joy. Yet, beneath this tranquil facade, a sinister presence lurks, unseen but ever watchful. A black SUV circles the park, its tinted windows concealing the eyes of the Los Zas cartel members inside. They observe their target with cold, calculating precision, their meticulous planning and relentless surveillance culminating in this moment. The cartel's focus is on Sarah Matthews, an 8-year-old girl whose joyous laughter contrasts sharply with the looming danger. Sarah, blissfully unaware of the shadows closing in, tosses a tennis ball to her loyal German shepherd, Zeus. With unmatched enthusiasm, Zeus bounds after the ball, his dark eyes fixed intently on his prize. The innocence of their playtime is a stark reminder of the unseen threats that can disrupt even the most peaceful settings. The cartel's preparations have been extensive. For weeks they have studied the Matthews family, mapping out their daily routines with the precision of a military operation. They have watched Sarah's every move, noting the times she plays in the park, the routes her mother takes to school, and the moments when her father, a decorated military K-9 handler, is away at Fort Carson. They believe they have found the perfect opportunity to strike, unaware that their careful plans are about to unravel in the face of a force they never accounted for, the unwavering loyalty and bravery of a retired military K-9. Inside the SUV, Marco Ramirez, the cartel's leader for this operation, taps his fingers against the steering wheel, his eyes hidden behind dark sunglasses. Beside him, Carlos mutters notes into a small notebook, detailing the family's routines. They have studied the mother, Angela Matthews, noting how she always sits on the same bench, her eyes occasionally lifting from her book to check on Sarah. They have tracked the father, Master Sergeant James Matthews, knowing his schedule and his current assignment training a new K-9 unit at the base. They believe they have accounted for every variable, every potential obstacle, but they are wrong. As Sarah laughs and plays with Zeus, the German shepherd's ears perk forward, his senses heightened by years of military training. Though he is now a beloved family pet, the instincts honed during his tours in Afghanistan remain sharp. He senses the danger long before Sarah or Angela do, his body language shifting subtly as he positions himself between Sarah and the street. His dark eyes, filled with an intelligence that goes far beyond that of a normal family pet, scan the surroundings, ready to act at a moment's notice. Angela Matthews, seated on a nearby bench, looks up from her book, her eyes scanning the park with a practiced casualness. She notices the black SUV for the 4th time that morning, a slight furrow crossing her brow as she registers its presence. She doesn't know who is inside or what they want, but she feels a tug of unease. Her husband's military training has taught her to trust her instincts, and right now, they are screaming a warning. Meanwhile, in a rundown apartment overlooking the park, Javier Morales lowers his binoculars and reaches for his phone. He dials a number, his voice low and urgent as he confirms that the Matthews family is leaving the park. His call is one of many that morning, as the cartel's network of observers and informants coordinate their movements, preparing to strike at the perfect moment. Back at the Matthews home, James Matthews stands at the kitchen window, watching the driveway as his family's car pulls in. Zeus is the first out, scanning the area with a vigilance that speaks to his military training. Sarah bounds from the car, her excitement bubbling over as she hugs her father. Angela catches her husband's eye, a silent message passing between them. There is tension in the air, a sense that something is off. James's military instincts, honed over 20 years in special forces, tell him to trust his gut, and his gut is telling him that danger is close. As the family settles in for the evening, the cartel members gather in a safe house across town, spreading photographs and maps across a scratched table. They review their plans, their confidence buoyed by the meticulousness of their preparations. They believe they have thought of everything, that they have accounted for every possibility, but they have underestimated their target.
Wine.
They have underestimated the bond between a military dog and his family. The night deepens, and across Denver, 2 very different groups prepare for the coming morning. The Matthews family, unaware of the storm brewing around them, settles in for a quiet evening at home. Meanwhile, the cartel members check their weapons, review their plans, and steel themselves for the operation that will shake Denver's underworld to its core. They believe they are ready for whatever comes their way, but they are wrong. They have no idea what awaits them when they cross paths with Zeus, the German shepherd, whose loyalty and bravery will change everything. The black SUV circles Franklin Park once more, its dark windows reflecting the vibrant autumn foliage and the joyous scene of children at play. Inside the vehicle, the atmosphere is tense, the air thick with anticipation. Marco Ramirez, a hardened cartel operative, grips the steering wheel, his knuckles white, eyes hidden behind impenetrable sunglasses. Beside him, Carlos pores over a worn notebook, his voice a low murmur, as he meticulously reviews their sinister plan. Carlos, the girl's routine is locked down. Every Wednesday, like clockwork, the mother drops her at Cherry Creek Elementary at 7:45. Then she heads to her teaching job. We take the girl during the handoff, clean and simple. Marco, and the father, Carlos, Master Sergeant Matthews. He's at Fort Carson, training a new K-9 unit. Won't be home until late. The dog stays home during school days. No complications. Marco nods, a grim smile playing on his lips. The girl is the key. Once we have her, her father will have no choice but to cooperate. He won't risk her life. Their conversation is cold, calculated, revealing the chilling intention behind their surveillance to kidnap Sarah Matthews and use her as leverage against her father, forcing him to divulge critical military secrets. They believe they have accounted for every variable, every potential obstacle, but they are gravely mistaken. Across the park, Sarah Matthews laughs brightly, her joy a stark contrast to the lurking danger. She tosses a tennis ball, and Zeus, her loyal German shepherd, bounds after it, with unmatched enthusiasm. Zeus's ears perk forward, his dark eyes scanning the surroundings with an intensity that belies his playful demeanor. His military training has honed his senses, and he detects the unseen threat, long before Sarah or Angela do. Subtly, he positions himself between Sarah and the street, his stance protective yet casual, foreshadowing the pivotal role he is about to play. Angela Matthews, seated on a nearby bench, feels a growing unease. Her eyes lift from her book, scanning the park with a practiced casualness that masks her heightened awareness. She notices the black SUV for the fourth time that morning, a furrow forming on her brow as she registers its presence. Her husband's military training has taught her to trust her instincts, and right now, they are screaming a warning. She glances at Zeus, noting his alert posture, the way his ears twitch, and the focused intensity in his eyes. She recognizes that look from the days when Zeus served alongside her husband in Afghanistan, a look that speaks of danger, of a threat only a trained military dog can sense. Angela thinking, something's off. That SUV, it's been here too long, too many times. And Zeus, he knows something's wrong. As the SUV rolls past the park entrance again, Angela's unease deepens. She watches Zeus, seeing the subtle signs of his alertness, the way he positions himself protectively, the tension in his muscles. She knows that Zeus's instincts are rarely wrong, and she trusts them implicitly. The tension builds as Angela's instincts war with her desire to maintain normalcy for Sarah. She doesn't want to alarm her daughter, but she knows she must stay vigilant. The cartel members, unaware of Angela's growing suspicion, continue their surveillance, confident in their plan, oblivious to the storm that is about to break. They believe they are ready for whatever comes their way, but they are wrong. They have no idea what awaits them when they cross paths with Zeus, the German shepherd, whose loyalty and bravery will change everything. The morning sun casts a golden glow over Cherry Creek Elementary, where the usual bustle of parents and children fills the air with a sense of routine and normalcy. But today, an undercurrent of tension ripples beneath the surface. Angela Matthews grips the steering wheel of her Honda, her eyes scanning the rearview mirror with practiced vigilance. She has taken a longer, more circuitous route to school, her instincts screaming that something is amiss. Beside her, Sarah chats excitedly about her upcoming math test, blissfully unaware of the danger lurking nearby. As Angela pulls into the drop-off lane, she notices a white utility van parked too close for comfort. Her senses heighten, and she feels a chill run down her spine. She glances at Sarah, who is gathering her backpack, and forces a calm smile, her voice steady as she instructs Sarah to stay in the car until further notice. Angela's hand hovers over her phone, ready to hit the emergency button that will alert both her husband and base security. Her military wife's instincts are on high alert, every sense attuned to the danger that seems to press in from all sides. Suddenly, a commotion erupts near the school entrance. A car lurches forward, scraping against another vehicle, drawing the attention of the security guard. Angela's heart races as she realizes this is no accident. It's a distraction. She watches as a man in a maintenance uniform moves toward their car, his smile too practiced, his movements too precise. Her mind races, calculating options, as she recognizes the threat. In an instant, Angela's training kicks in. She slams the car into reverse, crushing the front of the utility van that had been trying to block them. The impact jolts Sarah, but Angela's focus is unwavering. She shifts into drive, her thumb hitting the emergency button as she yells for Sarah to hold on. The Honda lurches forward, mounting the curb and cutting across the school's front lawn, scattering shocked students and parents. The cartel members, caught off guard by Angela's bold maneuver, scramble to regroup. Carlos, the man in the maintenance uniform, draws his weapon, but the chaos of the scene makes shooting impossible. The utility van, its front end damaged, struggles to keep up as Angela navigates the Honda with practiced precision, her military training evident in every move. As they speed away from the school, Angela's mind races, formulating a plan. She knows she can't lead the cartel back to their home, and she needs to buy time for James to reach them. She takes sharp turns, using every tactic she's learned over the years to evade their pursuers. Behind them, the utility van and a blue sedan struggle to keep up, their drivers cursing as they lose ground. Meanwhile, at Fort Carson, James Matthews is already in motion. Alerted by Angela's emergency signal, he races to his vehicle, Zeus by his side. The German shepherd's muscles are coiled with tension, his senses alert as he anticipates the danger ahead. James's mind is a whirlwind of strategy and focus, his military training kicking in as he coordinates with base security and local law enforcement. The chase continues, a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, as Angela uses every ounce of her skill and resourcefulness to keep her daughter safe. The cartel members, desperate and disorganized, struggle to maintain their pursuit, unaware that their careful plan has unraveled into chaos, thwarted by Angela's quick thinking and Zeus's protective instincts. In the aftermath of the chaotic chase, the once quiet streets of Denver are filled with the flashing lights of police cars and the hum of helicopters overhead. The cartel's meticulously planned operation lies in ruins, their careful strategies unraveled by the bravery and quick thinking of Angela Matthews and the unwavering loyalty of Zeus. As law enforcement swarms the area, James Matthews arrives on the scene, his presence a beacon of strength and reassurance for his family. With Zeus by his side, James quickly takes command, coordinating with local authorities and federal agents to uncover the full extent of the cartel's plot. The cartel's safe houses are raided, their hidden caches of weapons and drugs exposed. One by one, the cartel members are apprehended, their faces a mix of shock and defeat, as they realize the magnitude of their failure. James and Zeus work tirelessly alongside law enforcement, using Zeus's keen senses and military training to uncover hidden evidence and track down the remaining cartel operatives. The German shepherd's precision and focus are unmatched, his every movement a testament to his years of service and the bond he shares with his handler. As the dust settles, the emotional reunion of the Matthews family underscores their strength and resilience. Angela embraces James tightly, their shared relief and love palpable in the air. Sarah, safe in her mother's arms, reaches out to stroke Zeus's fur, her eyes filled with gratitude and admiration for her loyal protector. The family stands united, their bond stronger than ever, a testament to their courage and the unbreakable spirit that has seen them through this ordeal. The broader impact of Zeus's actions becomes evident as the days pass. The cartel's operations are dismantled, their network of corruption and violence exposed to the light. The seizure of $30 million in illegal assets deals a crippling blow to their organization, and the intelligence gathered from their exposed operations leads to further arrests and the disruption of their supply chains. The ripple effects are felt far and wide, as law enforcement agencies across the country adopt new strategies and protocols inspired by Zeus's incredible feats. In the end, the cartel's attempt to exploit the perceived weakness of a military family backfires spectacularly. Their arrogance and underestimation of the Matthews family's strength and resourcefulness proved to be their downfall. The story of Zeus, the heroic German shepherd, becomes a symbol of hope and inspiration, a reminder that even in the face of darkness, loyalty, bravery, and love can triumph. The Matthews family emerges from the ordeal stronger and more united, their legacy forever intertwined with the incredible story of a dog whose unwavering loyalty changed the course of their lives and brought justice to those who sought to harm them. If you enjoyed this heartfelt story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more amazing tales. Your support keeps us going.